Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eve and today we're going to be doing a cook with me, and I'm going to show y'all what I feed my family on a budget. So today we are going to be cooking some hamburger helper, some Jiffy bread, some green beans. We're going to put some bacon in it, and also I'm going to make some chicken strips out of the chicken breast tenderloins. So stick around and cook with me. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to cook is we're going to cook our hamburger meat for our hamburger helper. So we're going to add to our hamburger meat, we're going to add a little salt, some pepper, some seasoned salt, a little garlic powder. And we're going to chop this one down so it could fry up. It's still a little frozen. I took it out before I went to work, but it did not unthaw all the way, but that's okay. Once it gets some heat to it, it will finish unthawing. So we're just going to let this skillet heat up and let this meat start cooking. And while this meat is cooking, we are going to go ahead and make our Jiffy bread. So I have 1 box of Jiffy bread mix. We're going to put in the bowl. Into this mix, we're going to add 1/3 cup of milk. And we are going to add 1 egg, which this is hard to do with holding the camera and cracking an egg. And once we get all those ingredients together, then we are going to stir our mixture up. So we're going to mix our Jiffy bread batter up till it's nice and smooth. And then once we get it nice and smooth, then we're going to put it in this container right here. Normally I put a little non-stick cooking spray on it so it don't stick. So spray a little bit of that. And then we're going to add our mixture to that and put it in the oven. For 20 minutes at 400. So our cornbread mixture is ready to go into the oven. We've set our oven for 400 and I set it for 20 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and stick it in the oven until the timer goes off. And the hamburger meat for our hamburger helper is still cooking. So while we're waiting for this to cook up, we're going to go ahead in another pot. I'm going to go ahead and cook my macaroni mixture, because I like to do everything separate. Also, I like to cook multiple things at the same time so I could go ahead and get done with everything fairly quickly. I don't like to spend a whole lot of time in the kitchen. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up real quick. So to my pot of hamburger helper, I have added, I'm only cooking 1 package, so I've added 1 1/3 cups of hot water, 2 cups of milk. Then I'm going to add my macaroni to it. As well as the cheese packet that comes with it. And I'm going to stir this up and just let it simmer, let it cook. And then once my meat gets done, I am going to add my hamburger meat to this mixture and wait for everything to cook up good together. The noodles get tender. This mixture this liquid thicken up a little bit. And once these noodles are tender, then it will be done. So while we are waiting for the hamburger meat, it's almost ready. Not quite. Still see a little red in there. I am going to put on my green beans and let those cook while this is cooking. And then once I get done finishing my hamburger meat, then I'm going to show you all how I cook my chicken strips. So I have some bacon here that I'm going to pop in the microwave because I like to have bacon in my green beans. So I'm going to put this bacon on and I'm going to let it cook. Put it in the microwave. I'm going to let it cook for about 5 minutes. I don't want it all the way done because I am going to add it to the green beans and let it cook in the green beans. So we're going to put it on for about 5 minutes. And see what it looks like after we cook it for about 5 minutes. And so we're going to get our green beans and we're going to add it to our pot. And that's 2 cans of green beans that we're going to add. You can salt and pepper your green beans if you choose to. I am not at this time. I will salt and pepper it once it's done, and I will season it to taste afterwards. I have drained my hamburger meat, and now I'm going to add it to my hamburger helper. Once it's added to your hamburger helper, just stir it up. And then wait for your noodles to get nice and tender, and wait for your liquid to thicken up. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. The bacon is done, so we're just going to take our bacon and we're going to add it to our green beans. Let's see if I can pick it up. And we're just going to add it to our green beans. And then once you add it, just stir all of this together. And just let all of this cook. Okay, so I have everything ready to start cooking my chicken strips. I've washed them and I got them laid out. And now I'm fixing to season them, both sides. So I have seasoned it. I've seasoned both sides, and the seasons I use salt, pepper, some garlic powder, some lemon pepper, and some seasoned salt. Y'all season y'all chicken however y'all like for it to taste. This is just what I like to use for my chicken. Also, I have a mixture of flour that I'm going to batter it. And usually I also put seasoning in the flour as well. And I'm putting some salt, so a little garlic powder, some pepper, little seasoned salt, little lemon pepper. So then once that is ready, I have my oil that's on the stove and getting hot, should be hot. Also, my cornbread is ready, and this is what my Jiffy bread looks like once it's done. And also make sure you keep stirring up your hamburger helper, because if not, this stuff will stick, and you do not want this to stick to the bottom of your pot. So, but it's about done. This is what it's looking like so far. The noodles looks like they're about done. If not done, I'm going to taste it here in a minute once I get my chicken strips on. These are our green beans. They're over here boiling. So as soon as everything gets done, then that'll be done as well. So here we go back to our chicken. So basically what we do is we put about 3 or 4 strips in our flour mixture, which I have done. I shook it around to make sure that the flour gets on all the chicken strips. And we're going to put it in our hot grease. So, here we go. Alright, so we're going to come back over here. We're going to get the rest of our chicken strips and put it in our flour mixture so we can mix this up as well and put this in the skillet also. So this is what it looks like with all of my chicken strips and my oil, and we're just going to let this cook. It does not take long for these chicken strips to get done, so we're going to just keep check on it. Cook 3 to 5 minutes on each side, maybe a little bit longer, and we're going to see what it looks like here in a minute. We're going to turn them over so we can let it cook on the other side. Oh, that one's not ready. I like for it to be nice and crispy, hard a little bit, golden, a little golden before I flip it to let it cook on the other side. So whenever it gets a little golden on that one side, then I like to flip it over to the other side and let that cook. So some of these are not ready to be flipped over yet, so we're just going to let them cook and let's see what it looks like afterwards. Our chicken strip is still cooking, and this is what it's looking like so far. I think I need to let it cook for maybe about 5 more minutes, and then it should be ready. And then I will show you what everything looks like on a plate. So this is how everything is looking. I'm fixing to pull these chicken strips out the grease. They're done. My jiffy bread, it's done. My green beans with some bacon in it, it's done. And my hamburger helper, it's all done. It did not take long at all. Just come in, get it done. I had to go to work today, so I came in and I got started cooking. It may have taken me maybe less than an hour, maybe a little bit longer than an hour because I was recording this stuff. So, but like I said, it doesn't take long at all to feed your family, and you know, to feed your family a pretty decent meal. You know, we got chicken strips, hamburger helper, green beans, and jiffy cornbread. All the things that kids love. The chicken strips and the hamburger helper. What kid do not love chicken strips and hamburger helper? Anyway, so that's everything that we have, and I'm going to put this on a plate and show you what this looks like on a plate. So this is what everything looks like on a plate, and it's time to eat. We're all done cooking, YouTube. That's what's for dinner, and that's what I feed my family on a budget. So if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, please give me a comment, please subscribe to my channel. I thank you all for watching and have a blessed day. Thank you and bye-bye.